Hey everyone, it's Ali, and in today's video I'm going to show you the difference between Ancestry DNA and 23andMe. I'll show you the pros and cons of each company, so by the end of this video you know exactly which one you should purchase for yourself. Both Ancestry DNA and 23andMe have ancestry estimates, but they show their results differently. Let me show you the difference. Ancestry DNA provides national results, so they break down the countries for each result. On the other hand, 23andMe, they provide regional results. So instead of the countries, they just show you the region where your ancestry belongs to. Ancestry gives you detailed history of each country, a lot of information, which is very good and very helpful. While 23andMe, they give you a general regional description. It's really short, probably 3 sentences. So for the ancestry estimate, Ancestry DNA wins that category. 23andMe gives you 2 bonus tests with your DNA results. Now your haplogroup is a test where you determine your maternal or your paternal direct lineage. Now this doesn't cover everyone, just your mother's mothers and your father's fathers. As a female, I can only test my mother's side, and in order to get my paternal side, I will have to test either my brothers or my father or any of my uncles or my grandfather or any male on that side that shares the same male ancestors as myself. "23andMe also does a Neanderthal test to show you how much Neanderthal is in your DNA. That's something that I didn't take the test for, but but the results are there for me, so you do get that extra feature within your test results as well. One thing that I love about Ancestry DNA's free service is that you have the ability to build your own family tree. And when you build your family tree, anyone that actually takes the test with Ancestry DNA, you can actually link their account onto your family tree. Another thing that I love is that each individual person has their own profile. So when you put their information in, like their date of birth or where they went to school or the date that they passed away, Ancestry creates a beautiful timeline of that person's entire life, which is something that you can cherish for generations and generations to come. So basically, when you take the test, both Ancestry DNA and 23andMe, they connect you with everyone that you're connected to DNA-wise. These people can be your 3rd cousins, 4th cousins, 5th cousins, 6th cousins, or even much closer or much further away. But here's the difference between the both. 23andMe has a vast board where you can actually see the results for each person that you're connected to if they opt in to share their results openly. There's a feature called Share and Compare where you can put your results right next to that other person's results, so you can see what similarities you have and what differences you have as well. I showed that in my video that I did with my boyfriend Nigel. We put our results right next to each other, so you were able to see the difference, what we had in common and what we had different. Ancestry, on the other hand, they give you the name and they also tell you how you may be related. But to go deeper into it, for example, seeing their family tree or any information where you can try to see how you could possibly be related, you have to subscribe to their monthly program, which can get fairly expensive. For both companies, you can message the person that you are connected to, so they're even when it comes to that. Ancestry DNA is $99, and at times it goes on sale, so you can pay even less than that. 23andMe, on the other hand, is $199. If $199 is out of your budget, 23andMe has a $99 DNA package that will provide you with everything except carrier status, wellness, and traits information. Don't let the $199 scare you. The $199 is one price that you pay with 23andMe, and you get all of their services. On the other hand, with Ancestry, you can pay $99 for the DNA test, but to get more services and to get more information, you will have to pay for their monthly service. So you end up actually spending more money with Ancestry DNA than 23andMe. Both companies are equal when it comes to raw DNA. You can download your raw DNA from both Ancestry DNA or 23andMe, and you can take it and apply it for different services such as GEDmatch or NutraHacker or whatever companies that you would like to upload your raw DNA to get more results. Ancestry DNA has message boards, while 23andMe have forums, so you will be able to participate in open discussions when it comes to DNA results and other questions or comments that you might have about your experience. So they're both equal in that department. Ancestry DNA has many features that are available to you when you join one of their membership programs. You can find newspaper articles, birth certificates, death certificates, Social Security index information, newspaper articles that mentions your ancestors' names, slave registries, U.S. Census information, and other important documents that can help you with your family research. Personally, for me, because my family is from the West Indies, I haven't had that much luck with doing research through Ancestry DNA, and it's not their fault. It's just that the documentation in the West Indies, they haven't been sharing it. The information that I've been looking for, it haven't been available through St. Vincent, Trinidad, Barbados. I haven't been able to get any information through Ancestry. So if you do have a European background, the World Explorer and the All Access package will work for you. If you are an African American, then the US Discovery package will work really great for you. You'll be able to find documentation from your ancestors in the United States. So if you're African American or you're European American, the Ancestry DNA membership package will work great for you. Carrier status. Oh my gosh, carrier status. They give you a long list of different illnesses and diseases that runs in people's families, and they test you for it to see if you are a carrier for any of those things, which is really, really great for people who are contemplating starting a family. It's really nice to know if you are a carrier for certain things or if your mate is a carrier for certain things. So luckily enough, I was not a carrier for anything on the list. They test for stuff like sickle cell anemia, Usher syndrome, different diseases that can run in your family, and they let you know whether you have a trace of it, whether you have traces of it in your DNA or not, which is very helpful. When I took the test, it was approximately 39 different diseases that they test for, but I'm sure as time goes by, they're going to keep adding more and more illnesses to the list as well. Traits. Oh my gosh. Traits is so cool. It lets you know what traits runs in your DNA. For example, it told me that I have little to no unibrow, which is true because my eyebrows, they're very far apart from each other. It spoke about me being a light sleeper. It spoke about me consuming less caffeine than the average person, which is true. It spoke about me being lactose intolerant. It just gave me a whole bunch of different traits that is there. and things that I already knew about myself, but within my DNA, it just showed me exactly what my DNA says. So I love the fact that in the lab, they've never seen me before, but when I send my DNA out there, they can give me back all those traits that I did not tell them about, but it shows up in my results. It was really good seeing that information and just seeing how detailed they were when it came to that. I love both companies because my sister went with Ancestry DNA and I went with 23andMe. We took our raw DNA and placed it into GEDmatch. I really do love the fact that we used two totally different companies and they both came back and showed that yes, we were blood sisters, and yes, we had this amount of DNA that we had in common. Also, the DNA relatives that we have in common, her relatives on Ancestry DNA, they're my relatives as well because we're sisters. And my relatives that I have on 23andMe, it's her relatives as well. So I'm glad that we went with two different companies so we were able to share the DNA matches that we did have. So if you do have more than one family member taking the test, it's good to go with both so that you will be able to see who's related to who on what side. Your choice will depend on exactly what you're looking for. If you're looking for your ancestral makeup and you would like to learn more about each individual country, manually build your family tree and research birth and death certificates, go with Ancestry DNA. You get a lot of detailed information on every country that's in your DNA. If you are more interested in your ancestral origins and connecting with your DNA relatives, they go with 23andMe's $99 plan. With that plan, they'll give you not only your ancestral composition, but they'll also give you your haplogroup results. That's your maternal and your direct paternal line. They'll give you information about Neanderthal ancestry. You'll be able to connect with your DNA relatives much easier. You'll be able to actually see their results. You'll have the share and compare feature as well. If you are interested in finding out health information like your carrier status, certain traits that you have, and wellness traits, that's how your body reacts to certain things, go with 23andMe's $199 plan. If your parent also gets the $199 plan from 23andMe, 23andMe will also show you exactly what traits you've inherited from that parent, which I believe is really cool. Any choice you make is a great choice. So now's the time to choose. Think about what you really want. Ancestry composition and history of each country with Ancestry DNA, or ancestral composition, haplogroup DNA results, and the results of your DNA relatives as well. That would be 23andMe. The choice is all yours. I'm going to use Ancestry DNA for my mom and 23andMe for my dad. The reason why I'm using Ancestry DNA for my mom is because with my sister's results, we would like to see those DNA matches if they're related to us on my mother's side or my father's side. So if my mother taking the test with Ancestry DNA, I know that if they're not related to her, then I know that they're related to me and my sister on our father's side. And then, of course, if they're not related to my dad, then I know for sure that they're related to me on my mom's side of the family. The reason why I'm using 23andMe for my father is because as a man, I'm able to get my paternal ancestry through his test. And as well, I'm going to get his maternal ancestry as well. It's not the same as mine because, of course, my maternal ancestry is my mother's 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 mother's. But when I receive his results, I'm going to get the results my grandmother's maternal lineage, my paternal grandmother. It's also going to be the same results as if his sisters would get if they took the test as well. So if you took the test already, who did you choose to go with? Let me know in the comment section. And if you're contemplating which one to go with, Let me know which one you're deciding to go with as well. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you can see more of my family's results. I hope this helped you with your decision, and if you haven't already, check out my result videos. They're all on my page. Thanks for watching. Bye.
What is picking this cup for? Where is going? Who getting my DNA? Who is 23andMe?
What, like almost 1% more African than you are. Nigel, you are more Neanderthal than me.
I feel some type of way about that, but okay.
I don't disagree. You have hair on your arms. That should mean something.